This conference will now be recorded.
I got 6 o'clock, call the meeting to order. We'll start with the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I don't believe we have any amendments to the agenda, so I just need approval for the adoption of the agenda.
Second.
Any further discussions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes 5-0-0. Just review the minutes from May 5th, regular meeting minutes.
Motion to approve the May 5th meeting. I had one comment on there. There was a vote for the furniture, office furniture. That was a previous meeting, I believe.
So my comment is Sarah did not second the police help. It's fairly certain. Okay. She was.
Yeah.
She might have pictures, I'm not at liberty to share them. So that would be 8D.
Yeah.
The second is Sarah. Oh, more. Oh, we didn't do that.
So we got that change for the motion. I assume the second was probably Horvath.
I would do.
What about just the?
Pretty first it, you seconded it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But they had those many.
And then what was yours then, Rob?
Right below that, under DP, it says motion, Brittany second, Durham,
Oh.
purchase new office furniture.
Oh, sorry.
That was a
Oh,
previous
okay.
meeting.
So it's just a wrong. I probably said.
Perfect, so then correction, we'll just approval. Do we have a first and second? Second. All in favor? Opposed or abstained, sorry?
Aye.
Passes 3-0-2. Thank you. Accounts payable, Horvath.
Okay, so if you look at 77383, that's the one for property and casualty insurance. And it is high, it's up 5.5%, from last year. That seems to be kind of standard across the board now. And then if you look down at 77401, that was paying for the lobbying for the sanitary district. That one. So I guess I have a motion to approve the accounts payable for May 19th, 2022 in the amount of $170,079.38.
Any further discussions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes 5-0-0. Thanks, Chris. Public comments. Individuals may address the city council about any item of concern. Speaker must state their name and limit the remarks to 5 minutes. Public comments portion. Anybody want to speak on public comments? I will close the public comments portion and we will jump to 8A, Jefferson Drive bid opening award contract funding resolution. Mr. Ingerman.
Mr. Mayor, well, we opened our bids yesterday for Jefferson, and we have fantastic news to share. Our project came in under budget. So, or at least the budget that we had assigned 5 years ago to this project, which was no small miracle, because 6 to 9 months ago, we thought we were gonna be well under budget, and then what's happened with prices of gas, et cetera, we were really nervous. So this is, I think, fantastic news for the city. In addition, we did change a little bit of the scope in that we started out Culvert there underneath Jefferson by Mayo Clinic there, that was originally just going to be changed. We're actually doing a full replacement, so not only did we come under budget, we even added to the project and we're still under budget. So we are pretty happy about that. Our low bid was submitted by Schumacher Excavating, and I believe that information was uploaded to your packet. So the amount of the bid was $5,119,456.51. And our grant agreement called for us to be reimbursed for $5,250,000. So we will cover that, and we will have a little bit of a contingency moving into this, which is great. So there's a couple things in your packet that we need to do. So, well, actually, I'll step back there. So one of the things that we need to do is we need to, tonight we're going to ask you to approve the bids. And then it was going to be contingent upon MnDOT approval. Well, we hurried up and we had all our stuff ready. So we sent it off to MnDOT here late this afternoon. We got our funding approval letter and preliminary approval of our grant agreement. So we are exactly where we need to be, which is fantastic. So ultimately, after we answer any questions, what we're looking for the council to do is to award the project to Schumacher Excavating, and I would still condition that upon any MnDOT approvals. And then after we do that, we will move to the resolution that's in your packet, and that is for the grant agreement, and that states the amount that the city will receive of the grant, and approve that. And then when you do that resolution, I'd just like to tag on there that authorizing the mayor and Brian to sign said grant agreement. So with that, I will pause for any questions or comments.
Great.
Great.
Any questions for Bill?
Great job. Good job.
Yeah, I just like to say thank you for Bill and, that was WHKS and all that whole team. I think Bill, you gave me some numbers on what it takes to put something like this together. 27 people within WHKS touched this project. 15 of those had 20 or more hours on it, and Scott Honeyke, the main engineer, had 1,100 plus hours on it. So that's what it takes to put together a set of plans like this. So it's a big feat, and to have it come in under budget after putting a number on it 5 years ago. I think that's I won't say there wasn't a few nervous minutes for all of us. A little tough sleeping the night before, but I sure slept well last night after that came in.
Yeah, and now I guess I don't want to rain on our parade already before we reward it. I guess the only by the way, I also want to thank Brian and Mike and the city staff as well. So you don't pull off the project this big, a lot of people working on it. But I told Brian, now we're just going to move to regular problems. Like my driveway wasn't put back right, why'd you do this in the trees or this or that. But one of the things that we are going to deal with is we are going to deal with supplier issues. So we are already being told that we are going to have delays in receiving our catch basins and potentially some pipe. So prior to the bid, we did tell the bidders that we will delay parts of the project due to supply chain issues. The reason why we did that is so we didn't drive the price up. So we're gonna need to be flexible. Now, how that shakes out and how this changes the phasing, we'll really be knowing the next couple of weeks as orders are put in by Schumacher and we start getting firm dates on deliveries. So, but that's probably the only negative is this job will carry over into next year. But I think in order to get it on budget, that was just a necessary evil. So with that, Mayor, I think what we're looking for first is a motion to accept the bids and award the contract contingent upon MnDOT approval to Schumacher Excavating.
I will make that motion, exactly what Bill just said. Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes 5-0-0. Thanks, Bill.
Mayor, the second item then would be to approve the resolution, which is the grant funding resolution, and then authorize the signing of said grant agreement by the mayor and Brian.
So moved.
Second that.
Any further discussions? All in favor?
Aye.
Wait,
Opposed?
on your resolution, we have to do roll call,
We have been doing roll calls.
just saying.
All in favor, Sarah?
Aye.
Tina?
Aye.
Corbett? Bob? Aye, passes 5-0-0.
Aye.
Aye. Thanks again, Bill.
Thank you, Mayor.
So we get excited for a summer project. 8B, Resolution 2023, accepting council member Chris Corbett. Just a little bit of history. Chris and I talked back a month ago, was it? You're going on your field trip to he's doing domestic missionary work. Which, he's excited. I'm excited for him and his family. So we kind of agreed to doing the resignation as of June 30th. So that's what this is all about. And then I've talked to her, I've heard a couple of people that may be interested, but I think Brian and I are going to open it up to the public, or at least put
Maybe request for letters of interest.
of interest.
Because
And then we'll
what
appoint
happens, the
someone for
council,
those months.
Yeah, just for the last 6 months.
the council will appoint. We won't have to do a special election or anything, given it's only 6 months, so the council will appoint, someone to take on that last 6 months, and you could pick somebody, and you could put it out there for, letters of interest, and go from there.
So, I want to say I hate to see Chris leave. He's done a great job for 3.5 years, but it should be fun to see what your next adventure brings you. So that's, so do you have anything to,
I just appreciate, being here and being a part of it and watching this town grow and, getting through COVID. That was pretty, interesting and amazing. And yeah, it was just awesome being a part of it and watching so many things grow through it. And watching these teams grow and, just seeing different people be put in the right places here. Yeah,
so I will accept your recommendation if I have to. You said it worked 3,000. So we'll put an ad in the paper and then kind of decide where we want to go with council with filling in the spot from July 1 to December 31st. We need a motion.
Yeah, we need a motion, on, accepting Chris's resignation and declaring vacancy.
Maybe one motion?
Yeah, it's one resolution, so.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2022-13. And then it's, Good check, something happened in my head a minute. Anyway, and then also declaring the position vacant. Does that make any sense then? Okay, all right.
So we got a second by Bob, all in favor? Roll call.
This was your deal for the resolution.
Tina?
Oh, aye.
Sarah?
Aye.
Chris have to abstain, I assume?
Yes.
Bob? Right. And I. So passes 4-0-1. Thanks, Chris. 8E, ordinance 2201. Matt?
Skip one.
Oh, we'll come back to that one.
It's ABDE.
Oh, yeah.
I missed the scene. I guess we can.
We talked about this at last meeting, that in order to save some publication costs, the council determines that the summary ordinance clearly reflects the intent of the, what was it, 7 or 9 page ordinance on the backflow. The council can approve it by at least a 4/5 majority and then have to be published.
Any questions for Matt on that?
make a motion to approve ordinance 2201.
Any further discussions? All in favor? Opposed?
Okay.
Opposed? Passes 5-0. Thanks, Matt. Let's go back to 8D, Public Works Cold Storage Building. Mike.
So I have two quotes for the cold storage, building that we're gonna put together. The police will use 14 by 50 of the cold storage, and we're also gonna incorporate, a load stand for water. And that'll take up a small portion of the corner of it. And then the rest will be public works. The building's actually 54 by 60, or 50 by 60, I'm sorry. And the first quote I had was for $165,467. That was for Morton Buildings. Second quote was from Mortinger Construction out of Spring Valley. And this quote was for $79,400. In talking with Yorkshire Construction, they, if we take the building now and restore it, I think we get back to the same price. The steel prices, he figured on the high side could go up from 3,500 to 5,000. But he thought that would be on the very high side. Funds for this will come from the lot sale that we had out at the golf course, the water fund as part of the load stand for the water, and then some ARPA funding.
And I hear you guys are gonna do some of the grading.
We'll do the grading, but then all in class 5.
Where's it from?
Right up by the public works building. Be just on the north side of the public works building.
So we've had lots of equipment sitting in areas outside, out by the plant, outside at the shop. So it's gonna benefit everybody, all of us, to get that equipment inside, increase the longevity of it, it's not gonna rust out as quick. And again, no concrete floor or anything yet, just cold storage building, ground floor. There's also a police part of it, for some, indoor impound. From time to time, they have some vehicles that they want sitting outside. And they typically bring them, put them in the garage here, which kind of messes up the daily flow of things. They've also got some storage issues in their garage, so kind of a combined building, and then along with the water load station, it's gonna be a very functional building, and something we've needed for a long time. I think Kim had said, been talking about it for probably as long as she's been here too, so.
And just kind of, for reference, that company, Yorkshire Construction, they're the ones who are also doing the steel roof on the fire hall. So their prices are really, compared to other places.
And then in my memo, I put, requested a not to exceed amount, a little bit more, I went up to 85,000, just to cover anything they're going into beyond the building cost, next to me, but some other things like that. That is not in there, so.
So you're proposing the lower bid.
Correct.
So I make that motion to accept the lower bid from Fort Breaker Construction. From Spring Valley, the amount of not to exceed 85,000.
I'll second that.
Any further discussions? All in favor? Opposed? Passes 5-0. Thanks, Mike. 8F, 2022 Family Dollar Liquor License Renewal. Brian.
Yep, we did all liquor licenses last meeting, but this one was an outlier. We were waiting for this one. Came in quicker than we thought. So we only get all those other ones done, we got this one to take a lot longer. But has been received and should be able to move forward with it. I don't even know what they have in the record yet. But they had a liquor license last year and requested one again this year.
Can I vote on this one, since it's just done?
Yeah,
Could you mention that?
yeah, you can vote.
I'll make the motion to the liquor license. Yeah. Or for, no. A second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Right.
Opposed? Passes 5-0. Thanks, Brian. Reports, Brian.
All right, again, thank you, Chris, for your service, it's been wonderful, seeing Zamora grow under your leadership and thrive. Capital improvement, investment planning, as a staff, we're being very thorough in coming up with what we want to put in the plan, what we're going to propose to put in the plan. Once we have everything that we think, then we're going to look for a work session with the council to go through everything we came up with, and then any ideas, the full any ideas that the council may have at that time. I think during the June 2nd council meeting, we will request to find a date for a work session. We're not quite there yet. We're going to meet as department heads again on June 8th. We all have our outlines of our plans now, so we're all taking time to look through everything, and everybody is looking at the departments. We'll grow it from there, and yeah, so the work session, bring back to council at that time. Election season is in full swing. Ryan and I have already done a half a day of training, a whole bunch more training coming. We're going to be using poll pads this year. That's a new, we used to have the registration table and make page through the paper book and cover up names and you got to sign. And it's all electronic now, so it's going to be really slick. Going to work really well. We've got some training coming up on that, and then all of our election judges will have to be trained on that, as well as the old auto mark that was used for hearing and sight impaired. That's a whole electronic version now with a printer connected with a scanner. It's really slick. We've gotten, and one thing you'll notice when you're voting this next time, we've gotten rid of the old voting booths. The ones that have been around for a long time with the curtains, stand-up ones, we're gonna have tabletop dividers now. Much easier to store, and people will be able to sit down, everybody will be able to sit down where they vote. So, I'm taking part in a community partner assessment group. It's put on by Green County Health. And they put together a group of city leaders, city, county, and healthcare professionals. They're looking at equity in healthcare in Green County. We had a kickoff meeting last Thursday, so we're just getting going. But basically, we define health equity as the state in which all people and populations have the opportunity to achieve optimal health. The goal is to assist partners like us to highlight opportunities and what we can do as city, county, and healthcare professionals to determine inequities and solve those. That's been interesting. Sanitary district, I think we had reported before that we amended our, what we're asking for to $6.7 million from this bonding cycle. That was based on lobbyists and representatives and senators speaking to the bigger group of bonding committees, and $42 million was just too big of an ask, given everything that they've got to accomplish or want to accomplish. So we have a good feeling about this $6.7 million. That would be for engineering and land acquisition. And it would be a full $6.7 million allocation, not matching. It would be much more palatable to the communities, and hopefully it will. After midnight Sunday, this coming Sunday, to finish their work. So Bill and I are on standby. Lobbyists can call a meeting at any minute, any time of day, evening, who knows what time. And we have to drop everything and join just to hopefully get this through. But it's been an interesting process. It's fun to watch the jockeying back and forth. Everybody trying to get the dollars in there. So that's it.
Thanks, Brian. Matt?
Still waiting for the judge to appoint a guardian on that property cleanup case. I don't know what's taking so long, but it's not my business to pass a lot, so just wait. Perfect.
Thanks,
That's
Matt.
all I have.
Chief?
Nothing tonight. Thank you, Chris, for serving, and looking forward to seeing updates on your missions.
Bill?
Nothing additional. Thank you, Rick.
Kim?
Nothing tonight, thank you.
James?
Nothing tonight, thanks.
Mike?
Just a couple things. Ricky, I saw the picture that we came in tonight. Brad North from the VFW, he brought that in and wanted the city to have it. So that was, part of the fundraising effort for the Veterans Memorial. I think, if I remember, he said they made they sold 85 small pictures just like that. But that one is the original, so, a lot of the time, it's a lot of this. We brought that in and we're gonna display it in Miranda's office. Just wanted to go back a little bit to the, lawn irrigation and the ordinance. We put a program together along with that, the contractors can come in when they come in. They will be applying for a permit, through our building inspectors to get lawn and sprinkler irrigations in there. So, that'll be, just something new there. That's all I have. Thank you.
Perfect, thanks, Mike. I have two quick things. One, I just want to give a shout out to Ziba. I've been trying to go to their monthly meetings, which attend, but they're getting ready for their block party for June 2nd. So I know they've worked hard. They've got some good vendors and some good music, so if you can make that. And then I also want to give a shout out to Noah Keevan. He's a junior. For a career choice, he decided to interview the mayor of Zumbrota. So I met with him via Zoom on Sunday. He had some great questions, and I just wanted to give him a shout out to that. It was pretty interesting. Some of the questions he answered or asked was made me think, but I just want to give a shout out to Noah. So that's all I got. Sarah? Yeah.
Well, I would like to recognize our awesome police department for their work all year long, but especially during this National Police Week. Just thank you for all you do. We appreciate it, and we appreciate even the stuff we don't see, which thank you, but a lot of stuff I don't want to see. So just kudos, great work, keep it up. Please tell the rest of the departments how much we appreciate them as well.
Chris?
Thanks. Just once again, thank you, and thank you to everybody. You all do a great job here, and you're really good at your jobs. Yeah, it's been an honor. And that's it.
Thanks, Chris. Bob?
Just want to say welcome to the people.
Perfect. Meeting's adjourned. Kim, before you go ahead.
You got the field or what?